Hey guys, what's up? I am back with the brand new video and it's time to do a speed test comparison between the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11 Pro versus the Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G. And the Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G 5G processor with 8GB of RAM, while the Redmi Note 11 Pro is powered by MediaTek Helio G96 processor with 8GB of RAM as well. On the back we have on the 11 Lite NE 5G, while on the Redmi we have quad cameras. We have 64 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide. We also have a 5 megapixel telephoto macro lens. While on the Redmi we have 108 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide. We also have a 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And the back on both phones is made up of glass. And the frame on both phones is made up of plastic. Both phones also has a fingerprint scanner on the side. Also in the frame on the Redmi Note 11 Pro is more flat as compared to the Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G, which gives a more premium feel over the 11 Lite NE 5G. Also on the bottom, we does not have any headphone jack on the Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G, while on the Redmi we have headphone jack on the top. Both phones also has a dual speakers. So in this video, I'm going to show you how is the Redmi Note 11 Pro with the MediaTek Helio G96 is stacked up against the Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G with a Snapdragon 778G processor. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Here we go. Logos came up first on the 11 Lite NE 5G. Also we have Android 11 with MIUI version 13 versus Android 12 with MIUI version 13. No Android 12 update as of now on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. That's really disappointing. But let's see who is faster in terms of the booting up speed again. And the Redmi Note 11 Pro is more faster when it comes to booting up, while the Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G is taking a lot of time with the Snapdragon 778G 5G processor. Now the 11 Lite NE 5G is also done. About 4 or 5 second difference there, maybe more, between these two devices when it comes to booting up. Now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. On the Redmi we have 6.67 inch Full HD Plus, the Super AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate, while the Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G is gave you a 6.5 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display which can produce up to 1 billion colors with 90Hz refresh rate, no 120Hz. Both phones also has a punch hole, and you can see in the punch hole it is on the center also more smaller as compared to the Xiaomi 11 Lite NE 5G. On the 11 Lite NE 5G we have punch hole on the left hand side. Also the 11 Lite NE 5G is a more slimmer phone as compared to the Redmi Note 11 Pro, and you can see because we have 5000 mAh battery size, while on the 11 Lite NE 5G we have 4250 mAh battery size. Also it feels more lighter as compared to the Redmi Note 11 Pro. Everything is closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Now let's opening up phone dialer. That is little more faster on the 11 Lite NE 5G. Next on the list is the settings, opening up at the same time, very similar on both phones. Now let's go to the display, and you can see we have 120Hz refresh rate versus a 90Hz on the 11 Lite NE 5G. So now check out some more application. Now let's opening up Amazon shopping. Again we have same Wi-Fi network, and the 11 Lite NE 5G is more faster there, which is obvious because we have a much powerful processor. Now let's see the scrolling, and that is feels really smooth on both phones. Not a huge difference between 120Hz and 90Hz. If I see very closely, yes, display is a little more smoother on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. Now let's opening up Candy Crush Saga. Faster on the 11 Lite NE 5G, little more faster there, not a huge difference. Let me show you the speakers on both phones. Here is the 11 Lite NE 5G with max volume. And here is the Redmi Note 11 Pro with max volume. And the Redmi Note 11 Pro speakers is more louder. Now let's open Instagram. Faster on the 11 Lite NE 5G. Now let's opening up Pinout. Pinout is faster on the 11 Lite NE 5G again. And the performance in terms of the gaming wise is much better on the 11 Lite NE 5G. Now let's open Snapchat. A little more faster on the 11 Lite NE 5G. Now let's opening up Spotify. Spotify is very similar. Now let's opening up Subway Surfer. Again we have Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G versus MediaTek Helio G96. Faster on the 11 Lite NE 5G. We have a 2 or 4 second difference there. Now let's opening up the Temper N2, and Temper N2 also faster on the 11 Lite and 5G, but let's see how much. And 11 Lite is way faster, and you can see in the Temper N2 application. So you can see this time we almost have a 4 or 5 second difference there. Yes, 4 or 5 second difference there. So now let's quickly opening up the PUBG Mobile on both phones, heavy game, and again open up more faster on the Xiaomi 11 Lite and 5G. And 11 Lite and 5G is done, and the Redmi Note 11 Pro also right behind there. This time again we have smooth graphics with ultra frame rate versus a smooth graphics with extreme frame rate, and we also have HDR with ultra frame rate option on the 11 Lite and 5G, while on the Redmi Note 11 Pro we have HD graphics with high frame rate maximum. So the gaming performance is much better on the 11 Lite and 5G. Now let's opening up the tutor, that is more faster on the very similar. Now let's opening up Zedge, and that is very similar on both phones this time. Now let's see the scrolling, very smooth, not a huge difference between 120 Hz and 90 Hz, but a little more smoother on the Redmi Note 11 Pro if I see very closely, but not a huge difference. And last time I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Now let's see who is going to be the fastest one. And both phones is open the camera at the same time. Again we have 64 megapixel main camera versus a 108 megapixel main camera. Now let's look at the front camera, and the front camera is more better on the 11 Lite and 5G because we have 20 megapixel selfie camera versus a 16 megapixel. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. I am seeing default Google Chrome on both phones. Now let's opening up Wikipedia. Wikipedia is faster on the 11 Lite and 5G. So now let's see the scrolling. Again more smoother on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. Now let's open this English, and this time the Note 11 Pro little more faster there. Now let's see scrolling again, and if I see very closely, yes, little more smoother on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. Now let's opening up apple.com, and apple.com is faster on the Redmi Note 11 Pro. Now let's see the scrolling, very smooth on both phones, no lag whatsoever. Now check out RAM management on both phones, and both phones has a 8 GB of RAM. Both phones also has a extended RAM feature. Now let's see that who is perform good in the RAM management. Phone dialer, no refresh. Opening up settings, no refresh. Amazon shopping, no refresh. Now let's opening up Candy Crush Saga, no refresh. Instagram, no refresh. Let's see pin out, no refresh. Now let's open Snapchat, no refresh. Let's see Spotify, no refresh. Subway Surfer, not refresh. Let's see Temper N2, not refresh. Let's see PUBG Mobile, PUBG is not refresh as well. And you can see in the recent apps menu we see little bit lag on the 11 Lite and 5G as compared to the Redmi Note 11 Pro. I don't know why. Now let's opening up the Twitter, no refresh. Zedge, last way back to the internet browser where we left, and you can see. And guys, what I have to say regarding the app's opening speed, as you can see that, and definitely, and the Xiaomi 11 Lite and 5G is performing more faster in the game app loading time as compared to the Redmi Note 11 Pro. As far as the system-based application are concerned, it is very similar on both phones. Again, game app loading time, it is much faster on the 11 Lite and 5G. In terms of the RAM wise, in that area, both phones is performing very similar in the RAM management, no refresh. Also, we have 4250 mAh battery size with a 33 watt fast charging, while with the Redmi we have 5000 mAh battery size with a 67 watt fast charging. And that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11 Pro versus the Xiaomi 11 Lite and 5G. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.